Amigos de No Puedes Jugar Boxeo, here we are with a legend, Mr. Freddie Roach. Thank you for take your time to have a conversation with us. First of all, tell me something. Do you believe someone in history could make that the legend that Pacquiao have 8 divisions? Do you believe someone could make it 8 divisions?
I think we might be pretty secure with that one. He, not in my lifetime at least. I don't think there's going to be someone that wins 8 titles. It's it's unbelievable, but it's been a great experience.
Before the interview, we were talking about that you jumped from 122 almost to 135. But when we talk about he started in flyweight and he conquered 154, it's unbelievable.
Yes, I mean 54 was unbelievable, and he had great fights at that weight. And he was a little bit small. He came in really light but the thing is, the speed and power were really good for him. So it worked out well.
Let's talk about now Broner, because he's like a big mouth, or at least for me. He's saying that he's gonna knock him out like Marquez. He's talking like bullshit for me. What is your opinion of Adrian Broner? Because for me, it's a big mouth.
Adrian Broner, he can be a nice person. I've seen him he come in the gym. Hi, Mr. Roach, how are you? Very polite.
Okay.
He met Bob Shapiro. Bob Shapiro, he really liked Bob Shapiro. He hugged him and picked him up, and he was really good. He can be a good guy, but now he's in that new team with them, and he's like the tough guy image, and like they. He's gonna knock everyone out and so forth. But like, let's look at his record. I mean, every big fight he's fought, he's lost.
Yeah, I agree with you. And let me ask you something. He started believing that he's Mayweather, dreaming being Mayweather. He changed at that time, right?
I believe so. I think that's what ruined his career. He was a pretty good fighter at one time, but then he tried to be somebody else. Yeah. He wants to be Mayweather, and he can't be Mayweather. I mean, the thing is, you are what you are. That's. I mean, there's basic. I mean, we can't change that.
That's correct. Let's talk about the people. It's easy to understand because you are really open to the people, Manny too. But what is the feeling of you and Manny that the people is around you, you are going to eat and they stopped you? How does it feel?
It's great to be back, and the thing is, the people are great. And I've had like many Cincinnati fans come up to me and says, Freddie, we're here to see Pacquiao beat up Broner. And I was just sitting with a table of five guys, and they says, Freddie, our money's on you. And they're from Cincinnati. So there's a lot of Cincinnati people coming to the fight, it looks like. And it looks like it's a great matchup, and it's a great time to be in Vegas. And it's great to have them on our side.
Let me ask you this, because we need to talk boxing, personal stuff with you, because you are one of the greatest. How it was the feel when you see Pacquiao again? I mean, after the fight with Lucas Matisse. Tell us about this moment.
Well, the thing is, I watched him and Matisse fight on TV, and it was great. And people say, why did you watch it? Like, aren't you mad at him? I says, I've been with him 15 years. Come on, get me mad at him. I says, so then he had a press conference. He called me up, asked me to come down to the hotel, and we sat down. And we had about a 15-20 minute conversation. We worked everything out, and everything's back to normal. Boo Boy asked me if he could work the middle today and be the lead guy. I said sure. Because all I have to be is Manny's there and tell him what he needs to do. Because Boo Boy gets a little bit too excited at times, and he gets really hyped up. And I'm waiting. I hope he doesn't choke, because somewhere along the way I might have to take over.
Oh my God!
But he's new at that position, and he's a little bit nervous. Yep.
Wow!
It's natural though.
It's not too low. Okay, we talk about Manny Pacquiao, and let's close this beautiful conversation. He have 8 weight divisions, right? Yeah. But how many you have with your fighters? How many titles? How many champions? Come on, you have great numbers.
We're getting up there. I mean, the thing is, my assistant Marie keeps track of that more than I do.
Yeah, Mary is an angel for us too.
So I mean, I think I've worked with about over 50 champions, and a lot of It's been a great ride, and some great fighters also, and you know, and of course Pacquiao's like a dream come true. You know, someone said to me one day, "Why'd you open a boxing gym?"
Yeah.
I said, "You never know when next Muhammad Ali's going to walk through your door," and then walked in Pacquiao. But you know who came first? Ali. He came and said, "Freddie, can I work out here?" I said that was the best day ever.
Wow.
It was really a nice day.
Really nice. And finally, could you share with us, if you decide to do it, the conversation with Bobby Chacon? Because it's great.
Oh yeah, Bobby. You know, when I fought Bobby Chacon, I was fighting one of my idols, and it was really, you know, a tough fight. But I had him on the deck twice, and after the second knockdown, he gets up and says, "Is that all you got, you little shit?" And I looked at him and I says, "Maybe he's not hurt that bad." And I was a veteran. I should have finished him right there. I had him, and he talked himself out of getting knocked out, and he won a decision, a 12-round decision. It was great to fight a guy like that. I mean, it's great to fight like people that I idolized him as a young man. You know, growing up and watching him and dealing with Red Lopez and all those fighters. That was the greatest era of featherweights maybe ever.
Yeah, I agree with you. Finally, sir, do you believe at some point in your career you can have as a trainer champions of the world in every weight division?
No, I have, but I do have 2 title fights coming up in Los Angeles, and one is at Fantasy Springs Casino. I got Machado fighting, and then I have in up north in Fresno. I have Jose Ramirez, my old fighter, is fighting my number 1 contender, Saleda, and it's going to be a great fight.
Okay, sir, thank you. And finally, the name of the show is No Puedes Jugar Boxeo. It means you can't play boxing. What do you think about this phrase?
This is great. You can't play boxing. There's no. If you want to play something, go play checkers. I said, this is not play.
This is not play. Thank you, Mr. Freddie Roach. This is a legend, and he's always so humble. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. And the opponent for him was Cepeda. I'm sorry.
Cepeda, yeah.
Cepeda.
Jose Chon Cepeda.
Yes, and he's a very good fighter, and I think we're going to take the title back.
Wow, esa pelea de José Carlos Ramírez y el Chon Cepeda, tirote por el campeonato del mundo y, por supuesto, inmerso Freddie Roach. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.